catch this one age group when it's all four of us, and I shout, on your left. The guy panics and falls in the bush. And I'm also laughing because I can hear G absolutely cacking her pants behind me because it was really funny, but I hope he's okay. It was like I saw him bounce in the bush, so like he was fine.
Hey guys.
Hi.
Welcome back to the pod.
To the pub. I said to the pub.
You sounded British then.
The pub.
Welcome back to the pub.
To the
We
pub.
just had a couple of pints in the pub.
I did. I got second at a bike race this weekend, and I got the most ridiculously large, like it's not even a pint glass. It's like a triple pint glass for beer, and I'm like, it doesn't even fit in my cabinets, and I'm like,
Oh my god.
could you have given me a wine glass?
Wait, so what? Wait, Esma, what race was that? Because you did something with TrainingPeaks, right?
It was so much fun. It was Louisville Crit, and apparently TrainingPeaks headquarters is like right in that business park. So it was so much fun. They set up a tent, and it was just nice meeting the team. We did a little Instagram reel that should be coming out, and they were great. I saw them out on course, like taking videos, and it was just fun. They're a good crew, and I dropped off some stickers, and super low-key, just low-key local race, but it was hard. The girls came to play, and
I think any race these days is hard.
It's hard.
It's just
Also,
the
like
standard everywhere
Yes.
is obscene.
Absolutely.
Age group,
also-
amateur, yeah.
any quote unquote local race, it's like to the point where it's so competitive that like your local race is still really hard.
Yeah, and like Ashley is there, Ashley Fry, who like I feel like she just got like second GC
Yes,
or like
did.
QOM
And
at Gila, and she's like ramming it up this hill every single lap, and I'm like, I'm dying, but I can't give up.
But you did
can't quit.
So good.
So
That's
funny.
crazy.
Yeah, Danny, Scotland.
Gralosh.
Oh, guys, it's actually Gralloch. Yeah, Gralloch.
Gralloch.
Yeah. Where do we start? So this race, I have never had a good race there. Like I've punctured honestly, it's like Flint Rock up there. It's a bit Unbound Rock. But this week my dad was coming up to do the age group race, and I was doing it.
Wait, yeah, that was so cute.
Yeah, it was
and he
so
had his quack shoes too.
I can't wait to tell you exactly what happened. It was honestly comical. But I went up, and I will say I have probably been the lowest I've ever been. I'm going to be transparent about everything the last few weeks. And my head was in the worst place going into this race. And 2 days before it, I was like sobbing on the phone to my mum, like I shouldn't have come up. And because like it's just one of those things where like everything was testing me. Like I had just jumped on this. I've been riding a frame size too small. I jumped on this new bike to race at the weekend. The whole derailleur it's not SRAM's fault. It's just like happened to be a faulty product that was put on my bike and it stopped working. So I couldn't even recon on this bike. And I was just out in the middle of this freaking field with my bike not working, and I just burst into tears, and I was like,
literally relatable.
Yeah, I was like, I'm not supposed to be here. And then I would like spin because I'm in the easiest gear. So I like spin half an hour to get signal, to get Brad, to then swap to a spare bike whilst SRAM heroes were there at this race, which they're not normally at. And they sorted it out for me. But then I think I woke up like angry almost, like, why is this all happening to me? Like, why do I deserve this? That in a way I was a bit like, fuck it, I'm going out there and I'm going so hard. And I honestly, it's so weird. It's like, I don't know if you've seen the film, the new Formula One film with Brad Pitt in it, Solly. I don't know. But anyway, he on the last lap when he's driving, he goes, I just go into this mode where I don't really see anyone around me. I'm just like in my own race. Tunnel vision. And I was honestly, I started that race and it was like people were on the front drilling it and I felt so calm.
Oh my gosh.
And it's the first time in so long.
Baby.
I was like, and then I suddenly was like, this is hard, but it's not that hard.
Yeah.
So I just went to the front and I looked at my watts and I said, okay, do your training effort. And I did it. And then I turned around and there was 3 of us left.
Yes,
on the first time. And I was like, holy shit. And then it's and the girls it was Caro, G.
Yep.
And Wendy came back on the, and I was like, we can all descend.
Yeah.
Good. So
You're like, this is the group. We did it. Yeah.
And then I turned around, I was like, this is the group.
Wait, so how far total was the race?
So it was, it's 65 miles, 68 miles.
Okay.
Elevation was, how do I do it? It was like nearly 1,700 meters. So what's that? Like 5 something? So 10,000.
Yeah, 55.
55.
Like 55.77.
So
it's like
chiller.
It's like the thing is
60. So 65 if it's like 65 to 68 miles, 5,500 feet of climbing is a lot.
Yeah. So
but I guess it's shorter.
It's only like 1,000. They're just like shorter, punchy, but it's constant.
Okay.
It's like relentless.
It's like how Bentonville is. It's like
it's literally like
every downhill, then there's like a punchy
elevation.
uphill, and it's like you have to be out of the saddle.
It's actually exactly
and
like
give a good effort to like actually stay with the group to go over.
Yeah. And it was actually so nice being with G because she's kind of seen like how I've been the last few, and like during the group, she was like, "Dang, you're doing too much work." Like she was like giving me little nuggets because I think I was just like on one.
Totally. Yeah.
And then it's like, I mean, I look back at like Caro did. You could definitely see she was testing on every climb pretty much. But like this one climb, she did her dig. And I was like, we had dropped Wendy and I was like, hang on. And then it's crazy, but something in my brain was like, yeah, you don't belong there. And for this moment, I fell off of them. And then I was like, what the hell? Because then me and Wendy got back and then we were just like dangling carrots behind G and Caro. And we got like 20 back within 20 seconds of them. And then this is the best bit. We're like catching the age groupers. And I suddenly see, I catch this one age grouper when it's all 4 of us. And I shout, on your left. The guy panics and falls in the bush.
No. Oh, no.
And then I'm like, I'm sorry. But then I'm also riding really hard. And then I'm also laughing because I can hear G absolutely cacking her pants behind me because it was really funny, but I hope he's okay. It was like, I saw him bounce in the bush. So like, he was fine. But like, it was basically this section where it was like, single track, but like
scared the crap
bushes
out of him.
in the middle. So like neither of us, and there was age groupers both sides. So there was actually, it just made him jump and he like fell in. But anyway, he was okay. And then there was then we captured Netzaw and I suddenly see my dad's orange shorts. And I was like, go on, Dad. And he was like, holy fuck. Yeah, Daddy. Because he sees us like the podium. And honestly, his arms are in the air. And then he's like clearly made some friends during his race. So they're all like shouting my name. It was like, honestly, it was the best moment ever. I was like, this couldn't have lifted me anymore. And then I will say that genuinely is the best UCI race organized I've ever been to. Like for women's racing, we start 1 hour after all the men. So like we do catch some of the age groupers, but it's so spread out by then. And I think it's just like everything they put on, like it is about the pros, but it's also about everyone else. And they're really good at like the expo is really fun, but it's not like, it's just everything that gravel started out to be. They've kind of kept that, but then just improved it for the pros as well.
Do you feel like it was hard though? I feel like sometimes it's hard when you're starting that far back from the age groupers, but then catching like the back part of the age groupers. Yeah, it's like when you yell on your left, they panic.
Yeah,
it's like I feel like that's like the worst group of people to pass, not because they're like slower than everybody else, just because I feel like they're just there for a good time.
Yeah, exactly.
So they get like more scared.
Yeah. Because I was thinking about this, but then I was like, it's so hard for organizers to know what to do, because I suppose the hard thing with, if we go in between the pro men, there's also such fast age groupers in these like 30 or 40 year olds that then there's that risk of girls jumping on the men to get back to it. At least then our race is our race and no girl is able to jump on men or anything. So for me personally, I think shouting past the odd few is better than being right amongst them. Because then also what happens is the men catch us, but then they also blow up. And then we are kind of stuck with the men and it's a bigger peloton. Whereas at least that is like more
I wonder because I saw like Allison Jackson was racing and like a few World Tour women were racing. I wonder what their take was on it compared to like racing road where it's like they have the full course to themselves. Because I would like in those instances, like that would make sense for the UCI to do like the separate pro women and men's days and then do like the age group days.
Because the organizers that do like the Belgium or like especially in Holland, I think they did a race last year and there's like mass participants that turn up to this and people would, because the roads are narrow, people were queuing to go through like a single track because they had like set all the times off like a minute apart or 5 minutes. So like it is so hard to get the balance, but that's why I think that's why like G made a statement last year, like, I'll never go to this race again because that wasn't a fair women's race. We were just like with the men. So that's why I was like so keen to give Grallick a shout out because I was like, they did for our women's race that it wasn't impacted at all. But yeah, I mean, I do feel sorry for race organizers. Like, I think the guys at Tracker are so broken at the moment, to be honest. They have come out and said they're so sad. And it's horrible to see that because they're like, what a lot of people don't understand is we tell the police this, but if they don't do that on the day, we're not in control of that. That's out of our control. And I think they've got so much backlash that they're just like, we're doing this to try and like get people on their bikes more, but now it's coming across wrong. And I don't know. There's always going to be this pros and cons. Like obviously they need feedback to be able to improve, but I think some people have just gone to the extreme.
I wonder if gravel races need to start having like athlete advocates or like where they select.
Wait,
like
that's what Lifetime is doing. Did you see that?
Yeah, because Lespi's on the board. So the UCI should definitely.
Because then they can even be advocates out on course or like, you know, if they're in a pack of people where there's just, they can educate maybe a bit more or like kind of bring the morale back around, like being like, hey guys, like it's okay. Like this is how we're going to pass safely. This is, you know, the plan or whatever it is, just like having a bridge there of people who are also advocating for the race and the directors and the safety and the health of the race while that well-being in the race. Because I think it's easy to, as an athlete, be like, oh, well, you're not racing, you don't get it. And vice versa. Like, oh, well, you're not managing this event, you don't get it. So having those athlete members, board members in the middle. I didn't know Lifetime's doing that. That's cool.
Yeah, they posted it. I feel like Lesby and Melissa are like two perfect people to do it.
Yeah, I agree.
Because they're so upbeat. So it's like
that's
they can
what it
kind of take the negative stuff that the athletes are saying or like the constructive criticism and be like,
objective.
do we need this? Like they can meet with their friends too and be like, do you think that this is necessary? Totally. And then they can kind of like make their, because I feel like then Lifetime doesn't have to hear the athletes like complaining and like talking negatively about the race and it'll be going to Lesby and Melissa and then they can kind of be like, okay, is this
extrapolate
valid to bring,
the emotions out of it and like
like do we think it's important or which like granted if everybody has a opinion,
well, I do, and I think the event organizers are also going to realize that they are going to have to work together a bit more. Like I've just seen Rancho, which is one of my favorite races, which used to be the Gravel Air final. That is 1 week after Unbound. Funny enough, they don't have the entry like they used to. And it's like, of course, because everyone's at Unbound. They've got 4 days to recover. As much as they love that race, it doesn't make sense to them. And it's the same with the UCI World Championships and Lifetime. It's like, everyone wants to compete at the best with everyone. So majority of the athletes will go to the UCI World. So that means Lifetime, they're probably not going to have the showing at Little Sugar unless, like, I don't know, some people are strategic and say, okay, most of them are going there, I'll do Little Sugar though. But like, I just think that they're going to have to start talking and working out their calendars together a lot more because it has got crazy.
Wait, so in your race, Danny, when did you guys split from the rest of the group? Like, when was it just 4 of you guys?
So
like how far into the race?
Like 15. Well, the top of that hill was like 20 minutes, I think. I just went, yeah.
Oh my gosh, 20
Danni
minutes
hit
in
the front and she was like, let's fucking go, lady.
I honestly,
we were strung out, and then I was like, I don't want to take a big group. And I was like, well, I feel okay, so I would just do a nudge. And then I did a nudge, and I was like, holy, okay.
500
and then I was like,
nudge.
psyched. I was like, if we can keep this group away, like, this is like they're the 4 I'd like dream to be with. And then it was. And then, but guys, our average speed was we nearly averaged 31k an hour. And I looked at it, it was like the same. I think the age group men of like 19 to 34, they only averaged were 3 minutes quicker than us. Yeah. And like we even beat some of the pro men.
That's awesome.
Like, dang.
Our average speed was insane.
Yeah, that's 19.2 miles an hour. I just did the conversion.
So I think that was like the fastest that course was. But it was just so cool, like working with a solid group. But this is what was funny. So Brad entered the race last minute and he was on 40 mil tires, like totally wrong bike, but he's on he's on like an all-road bike. He doesn't currently have a gravel bike, and he was like, oh, sod it. And 30k in, he's at like the repair tent, and he says that he was stood with this woman and she's going, oh, the women are coming through, and he goes, I haven't got my glasses on, is there a pink helmet? And she goes, I've got some binoculars. And he goes, well, give them here then. And he's like, and he said he sees the pink helmet, and then he was going mental as I went past.
It's like a bit. Like that's like a full bit. I don't have that. I have binoculars. That's so funny.
It was so funny. So I had him, and then I passed my dad, and that was like quite special.
Those are such good power ups.
But the sprint finish, right? You come into these like windy bends, and I took the first bend, and then me and Wendy were like together on the second bend, and then we got to this grass bit, and I got out the saddle, and they were like speed bumps. So I got out of the saddle and I just like nearly front flipped over my bike. I was like, what the hell? So then I sat down, and then Wendy had gone, and I was like, oh, there goes the podium. Chocolate medal. But anyway, it's like it's in a race I needed this, because honestly I was like looking at applying for jobs. I was like, if I can't even get to the start line of these bike races, like what is the point?
When Allison Jackson commented on your post, Danni, and was like, you were so strong, it was so fun racing with you, I was like, dang girl.
Yeah, that was quite cool, wasn't it? She was strong. That was very kind. Yeah, so now I've got my mojo back for Unbound.
Girl. Just in time, baby.
Getting some confidence before Unbound.
Yeah, I think that's what I just feel like I've just constantly getting knocked back, you know? You're like, when can I just race clean? And that's what I think. I woke up on the Friday and I was like, oh, fuck this. I just got to go into it positive and see what we can do. Yeah. So qualified for Australia, but I don't know if I can get
When
there.
Is that?
So it's the same weekend as Little Sugar.
Oh, dang.
Yeah. So that's the controversy. But I don't know. I don't know my back half.
Yeah. And, take it week by week, baby. Like, we're good. Yeah, exactly. Take that win. And I'm excited to see you in the States. And when do you come in? You come in to Boulder
I fly Friday.
Soon? Okay.
So I fly to Boulder Friday. Okay. Then I think we're going to ride in Boulder Saturday morning, then drive to Kansas.
Okay. Cool. Maybe we can grab coffee or something before you.
That would be fun.
Head out to Kansas.
But it's just weird because I'm like packing my suitcase, but I don't really know what I'm doing. Like I booked a return flight, but it's like, that's what's weird with this wild card. It's like booked my flight, but because if I do end up in Lifetime, I don't know if I'll do all the races that I'd say I'll do, because I just don't want to totally cook myself. Right. So then maybe I'll come home, then go back out. I don't know. My program is very, I mean, I've got so much to sort out, but.
Yeah. But I guess so that is like the nice thing about the pro races is that like you guys can get into like almost every race. Like if you just DM the event and you're like, oh, hey, the registration's closed, but I wanted to race. And they're always like, oh yeah, we could use another elite woman. So then they're like chill with it.
Yeah. Has Trey got into the elite or Unbound?
Who?
Trey. Is he doing Unbound?
No, he didn't get into the elite race again. Yeah.
Oh.
Stop.
Yeah. So he's doing the amateur, but.
Okay, they really need to change. I feel like they need to.
Can you guys? I know you guys have explained this before, but what's like the qualifications? You just
they don't have like I don't think they have a direct qualifications to sign up for the elite race. I think his issue is that he hasn't done enough like
gravel races
local. He just does like the big lifetime races. So it's like when you get like 30th at a lifetime race, like that's good.
Yeah.
And so, or like good for like the average elite person, I would say.
Yeah.
That like works. So I think his issue is that like he hasn't done like
he needs to go win local
age
stuff
group. He hasn't done like age group USA nationals. He hasn't done age group like a UCI age group race.
Yeah.
So I think that that's his issue, is because he's always done the elite race.
Okay.
And he hasn't done the age group races. So I think he needs to do the age group races and then podium, and then they'll be like, okay, now you can do it. So it kind of makes sense, because it's like, if you haven't in so long, then it makes sense. But I don't know. There's just not like a clear way, but not my issue. So
that's maybe what they need to do, is start putting like actual, you need to approve this or something. That's,
yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's just hard because it's like that world of the unknown right now.
Yeah.
It's like they don't know what to do. And it's like a lot of the other races, you can just like sign up for stuff, because it's not like the USA cycling and then like the non-USA cycling race. It's like every single race has their own criteria.
Yeah.
So it's kind of that like gray area of what everybody should be doing. But I mean, I think it'll be figured out soon.
Yeah.
Hopefully he just does good in the age group races. But I think this way, like, it like makes sense. It just sucks that he has been doing the elite races for so long.
Yeah.
And
he has
then
to
now
almost go backwards to like go forwards.
Yeah,
again.
he has to go backwards.
Yeah.
To then like podium in his age group to then be like,
that just shows how much it's grown, isn't it? It's actually mental.
Yeah. And I was in Bentonville this weekend.
Yeah. How was it?
I raced Rule of 3. Have you guys heard of that race?
Yeah.
Crazy.
I've heard it's pretty gnarly.
Oh my gosh, yeah. So
your team, side note, so cute. Like so cute. You guys were all so cute.
I love
Look
it.
very pro.
Yeah. You guys looked fantastic.
Yeah, we just got our new like Velocio skin suits too. The night before the race, they came in. So we wore them. And I was like, oh my gosh, I've not worn a skin suit in 5 ever. And it goes like so low on me. So I was like, I can't eat any food while I'm racing, because I'll just pop right out of this.
Everybody eat food.
No, I'm joking. Wait, so I did try the, no, I'm joking. I did eat food, guys. I actually ate a lot of food. That was just a joke. But I did try the Cecile Lejeune trick of eating Scandinavian swimmers. I need to DM her on Instagram and ask her what her trick is for like putting them in. No, like put like where she stores them. Because I just put them all in my back pocket and like yeah, they all just melted.
Yeah.
So I was like still eating them, but wait. Yeah, this is me and my skin suit.
So cute. So cute.
Oh my God.
Oh, there she goes.
I'm showing a video, everybody.
Yeah, we'll stitch that in. That's so cute.
Yeah. But I just put the Scandinavian swimmers in my pocket so they melted.
Yeah.
But
maybe if you get
at the aid stations were stocked there, because I went there. So they have like, for everyone who doesn't know Rule of 3, it's exactly how it sounds. It's like 1/3 road, 1/3 gravel, 1/3 single track. And so there's a lot of like B roads, like minimum maintenance roads in there too. And so it's like a really challenging course, and it's all about being underbiked. So it's like the goal is to do it on your gravel bike, but it's like obviously you can ride your mountain bike if you want to. But that's like the beauty of it, because the race organizers are like crazy and they love like hard stuff like that. So that's their like whole goal of the race, is for like everybody to be underbiked and like have to hike a bike. Cool. Like that's literally their goal, is to like make it really, really challenging. So I went into it, signed up for the solo, like 60-mile race, just like on my own. But they have a team category. So it's like, it's not like, oh, just you and your whatever teammates and then like whatever time you get is like how you're ranked. It's like the team category starts 15 minutes behind the 60-mile people so we did the 60-mile team race instead of doing the 60-mile solo. So the teams, you have to have 3 people, and then you have to start the race and finish the race together. And then there's 4 checkpoints. And so at each checkpoint, you have like a challenge to do. So the first challenge was you had to like throw these like rings around a pickle juice container.
Yeah.
And then you had to do like some sort of like physical activity. You had to like pick up a rubber ducky, and then it had a number on the bottom. And then whatever number you got, it like said which activity to do. So ours was like 8 burpees, of course, which was so hard.
Stop.
Yeah, we got like
that's so
the hardest
cool.
one. Some of them it was like 10 jumping jacks, and I was like, of course we got
burpees.
8 burpees. Yeah.
Compared to 10
So I was like literally seeing stars, and we were only like 20 minutes into the bike race, because whenever I go up and down and then like stand up really fast
I get
again,
that. The dizziness.
yeah, I just get like
it's horrible.
it's like the low iron like anemia type of thing. It's like I just can't, my head can't deal with that. And then at mile 46, you had to eat. Your whole team of 3 had to eat 1 donut hanging from a string.
Oh,
with no
I would
hands.
delete that one.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
So
Gone.
that one was fun, but I was too short. So my teammates had to pick me up to get a bite out of it.
Oh my God.
So funny.
And then the one after that was in a creek, and they like spray painted these rocks and then like threw them into like the deep section of the creek. And so it was like, it would have been like up to my knees if I stepped into it. But I was like, oh, let me lay down. And I was like, you guys hold my legs. So I like laid down on the rock, and then I like reached into the creek and grabbed and like kept my head out and grabbed this yellow rock. And you had to bring like all of the challenge. They gave you like coins or whatever. So like the rock was one of the like coins to bring to the end. And then the last one was like at the very end, because they make the last bit like a cyclocross course with like a lollipop.
Fun.
And then you like go around it the other way. So we had to like centipede a tire through like our body, like holding each other's hands.
Stop.
And then you have to like put the tire over your head and then like step through it.
Yeah.
And then it goes to the next person.
How long did this day take you?
It took, so it's 60 miles, 62 miles, I think. And of course, all of the single track doesn't start until mile 40.
Yeah.
Oh, geez.
So, yeah, so it's like you're pretty cooked by that point. It's 62 miles with 4,700 feet of climbing, and it took us 4 hours and 45 minutes.
Nice.
I got my highest power output for 3 minutes of 2026.
Oh, wow.
Hello.
Yeah, but it was fun though, because we
That
started.
sounds fun.
Yeah, so there's like men's teams, co-ed, and then women's teams. But it's like everybody started together. Like all of the teams started together. And so it was like we were racing with some of the men, and then like the men's teams. And one of my teammates, Sammy, is from Bentonville, so she knew some of them. So like this one guy got a flat, and we were like 10 miles into the race maybe. And I was like, did you guys know that like your teammate back there has a flat? And they were like, oh yeah, like Sammy.
Wait, they just left him? Like the other
just,
two
like, kept riding. They were like slowly riding, like waiting for him. But then they were like, oh yeah, Sammy said something at the start line, like, why are you running those tires? Because he had on 38s. And so, yeah. And so I said to his teammates, I was like, so is he a boomer or an unk? Because why are we running 38? That rule of 3. And they were like dying laughing. And then they were like,
funny.
And then I kept saying to the guys, because they kept having to like slow down for their teammates. And so there was like 2 men's teams who like, they would like drop one of their teammates and had to slow down. And then I was like, ladies, let's keep rolling past these men. We'll show them how it's done.
That's funny. It sounds such a good event. It does look good.
Oh my gosh, it was so much fun. And there was like a an after party thing. But it's like at the event, so it's like at the finish line. And it's like there's all these vendors, so it's like they have food for after the race. So it's like where you start is like, you know, Danny at Big Sugar, when it's like you go up that first gravel climb and then down that big descent.
Oh, yeah.
after, and then you're on like a big paved road.
Mm-hmm.
It's like it starts on that paved road, like in a big grass field. So they get like a bunch of food so that you can eat after the race. And then they had like a vendor from a chiropractor or like a PT clinic, and they had like Normatec boots and ice bath. Like they had ice cream with maple syrup on it. They had like Mexican food for after the race. They had Red Bulls.
So much fun.
I remember like 2 years ago, a lot of brands came to Unbound with like no stock because they were like, there was like a tornado at Rule of 3 one year, wasn't it?
Yeah, so I think it was at Rule of 3 because it was, I don't know, I don't want to misspeak, but this is what I think. I think it was Rule of 3 and then like Bentonville Bike Fest was like combined or something. Yeah. So it was like a bigger expo. And there was like a tornado that came through Arkansas.
Crazy.
But yeah, oh my gosh, it was such a fun event. If anybody's interested in like a challenge, it was like my team camp. So I got there Wednesday, but it was like I was saying the whole week, I was like, I definitely wouldn't have done this race if it wasn't my team camp. But it was like, now that I went, it was such a good, like I literally fell over on Wednesday. The first ride that I was there, I literally already like crashed. Okay.
Stop.
And
how?
So it was like you went down this like steep descent in like a power line area, and it was like big chunky rocks, and then you had to like immediately take a sharp right turn and then go like up a sharp like climb thing to get to then turn left. So it was like you went up this steep part where you couldn't pedal because you just had to like huck your bike over kind of, and then immediately take a left. So when I took a left, I like hit a rock literally like this big. And when I hit the rock, I like literally just fell over.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my God. I was like, I'm so screwed. And then after that, then we went down a really like loose sandy descent. And then after that, then we went up a B road climb, and it was just like all sharp, big rocks that I was like walking up halfway. So I was like, oh my gosh, this race is going to be terrible. Like I'm going to be walking most of it. But I was like so glad that my 2 other teammates wanted to do the team race.
Yeah.
Because I was like, that saved me because I was the slowest in the single track, but they like had to wait for me.
Yeah.
So it was nice just like having them be with me the whole time.
And like kind of guide you through just and like keep the morale high.
What tires did you run?
I had the Schwalbe G1 RS Pros in 55s.
Ooh, nice.
0 punctures.
Nice.
Yeah.
But because I switched to so I had the G1 RS Pros and 45s on just for like training here, and I switched to the Thunderbirds.
Got a funny story about that, but yeah. Carry on.
So I switched to the Thunderbirds, and then I was on the phone with Trey, and I was like, he was like, so what tires are you going to run? And I was like, the Thunderbirds, like I switched them today. And he was like, oh, I wouldn't run those. I would run the G1 RS Pros and 55s because you'll have more puncture protection, and they're a little bit bigger. They're like 0.05 bigger, so like barely anything, but they're more slick because the Thunderbirds have more tread. So I was like, oh, okay, I'll listen to what you suggest because you know more than me. So I was like, so then I switched them to the 55s. But then once I was there, I was like, I wish I had more tread on them.
Yeah.
But this brings me to the point I literally, which is what I wanted to talk about, which is what I think we're talking about next week with the Schwalbe people when they come on.
We got to figure a time with them. Because of time, we might have to get the US guy from Schwalbe to come and talk about. But
I literally was just looking on Bike Tires Direct's website of the G1 RX Pros because they have those in 55s.
Yeah.
So I think I'll end up riding those for Unbound just because they have way more tread.
I did we did last year, and I was like, I think I already know what tires I'm going to run, the 55 RS combo. Now I'm like still thinking about it, but I did run the Thunderbird for the first time this week, and I made basically my friend Skylar was like, oh, literally, you always just carry around Thunderbirds, but you never run them. Like, if you ever actually run them, I'll give you $10. And then this weekend, I literally put them, I didn't have any sealant or anything. So I just went to the bike shop and I was like, oh, can you just do it for me? Like I can put tires on, but I was so stressed. I just wanted the bike shop to do it. So I finished my race and
Thunderbirds are also pretty hard to put on those NV rims. I'll tell you what.
Oh yeah.
Your girl was struggling.
I bet. Sometimes
it's really hard to put on. They're really tight.
Yeah, the wider rim. But yeah. And the guy goes, Danny, I hate to tell you, but you just raced your Thunderbird the wrong way around. The bike shop put my tire on the wrong way round. And Skylar was like,
so mean-coded, so I can't even laugh.
He was like, that tire would have felt even better if it was the right way around. And then he was like winding me up like, yeah, you would have got third if it was the right way around.
I've been running my front GP backwards all year so far.
Okay, I'm like, Esma, the GP 5000, you can clearly tell which way is right.
Whatever. Okay, I know. And it's worse because everybody else can tell. So whenever, like every group ride, they're like, your front tire is on backwards. I'm like, oh my God. Yes.
Yeah, but also, I love when people say that because I'm like, okay, but the effort that it just took me to put on the tire, especially road tires.
I'm not switching it.
Yeah,
it's
you're
actually
like,
a
I don't
full
even
workout.
care.
I think we should be putting TSS in our TrainingPeaks for putting tires on.
Yeah, honestly,
at least 50 TSS.
Yeah, sometimes my upper body is like shaking after I put a tire on.
No, my forearms literally get freaking sore.
I also have like an emotional mental breakdown almost every time I have like one that's really hard. I'm like, same. I lose my shit.
The mentality behind it. And then it's like, okay, do I want to suffer putting another one on and then have to book like a double therapy session this week? Or I just want to keep it backwards?
But then it just cracks me when you hand it over to like the bike shop or a guy and they just do it so easy.
I don't know, guys. I don't understand because like we know the tricks, we know how to do it, and like I don't know what it is about our hands.
Okay, one time Brad was actually struggling with a tire and I was like went over to like help him with another tire lever and he pulled the tire lever out and busted my lip.
Oh no.
Yeah, like smacked me in the face and I was like, oh my God. And then we were both there.
That would hurt so bad.
Not our precious cargo.
I know, honestly.
Oh man.
Look quite bad.
Yeah, but my nails too.
Oh yeah.
Are too long.
Yep.
Oh
so
yeah.
Like I'll pull the tire back.
Yeah.
And last week when I was doing it, I was pulling the tire back onto the rim and then the rim just like went under and like chopped them. And I literally was like, ow. And then I was like, I said out loud, like I was in the office doing it in front of my two coworkers. And I was like, can't a girl be a diva and switch her tires at the same time? But no.
No.
Okay.
Yeah. It's funny. I've only had like a few times where I've been like, that was so easy.
Yeah.
But like,
there's
one will be so smooth, then so it like sends you into a false illusion.
I will say like the better tire pairings with the better wheels are usually the hardest because they have those tightest seals, the tightest beads, like the wider rims. Yeah.
Tough. You know what I was thinking is this, I don't know if you guys noticed this last year, but this time last year, everyone was talking about their hashtag Unbound block. There's been none of that. Everyone's keeping their hashtag Unbound block silent.
My hashtag Unbound block was me sick for a week and a half.
Oh, girl. Well, Dylan's hashtag Unbound block. He's gone to a wedding. Is he all right?
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah.
So cute, though. Him and
Peter making him actually do things.
It's making him human.
They look like they're having an incredible time. I'm just gonna say I've been.
He'll probably have his best Unbound ever because he's not being a robot.
Oh, true.
Hope he does.
Yeah, don't jinx it.
Yeah, he does.
Wait, Danny, do you have a new pair of the Jesus wheels? GSES?
Yes, I do. They are lovely. Have you? You've got them.
Lovely.
Yeah.
No, I just have the 3.4s. I just have the 3.4s.
Which are still unreal. But yeah,
how long have you been riding the GSES wheels for?
My first race on them was Sea Otter.
Okay.
Yeah, so, and they are so good. I would say it made me more aware of, because obviously most wheels are now creating this wider internal rim, and you kind of want to play around with your pressures, because I actually went a bit lower because I felt like it's blowing them up so they feel a bit harder. But they actually are insane. I love them. They are.
Yeah, I know. Like
wheels.
Trey was on those wheels. Envy talked to him about, I don't know, like last fall. He's been on those wheels for a while, and he was on like the prototype wheels, because they were like, we can't put a lot of athletes on them, because if we do, then everybody's gonna know whose wheels they are. So like,
that's so fun.
It's funny because I posted a reel, like he raced them last year at Big Sugar, and then I posted a reel like after Big Sugar, and it was just like a funny reel, like him doing a little bunny hop thing.
Oh yeah.
And all of these comments were like, what wheels are those? What wheels are those? We're still
people pick
waiting
up
for
on
the
it
response.
so quick.
Yeah, and so it was like, then when they finally dropped, I was like, oh, they're the new Envy wheels. But they are available on Bike Tires Direct. I know, I think they Bike Tires Direct sold out of them. And then I think you can pre-order them, but you could use the code Bonk Babes 2026 on some new Envy wheels. So
go do that. Highly recommend.
And get your Unbound tires.
Yeah, honestly, like I don't even know where to start. I'm just gonna take every tire.
I know. I think I am too, because I just got.
You don't know until the weather. And I said honestly, I think if it rains, it makes it easier for us all, because then we all know what tires are. Well,
yeah, literally. Did you see that news section that they added in? They just posted a video the other day, and they were like, "This is the new minimum maintenance road that we've added in, and it's never been ridden in an Unbound course."
So that's gonna be
it looked rocky, very rocky.
I don't know. Well, there was this. We have this WhatsApp group, and one of the guys he's actually an ultra cyclist, and he's posted like predicted weather, and it currently says storm all week. I'm like,
okay, but like, how many times do people do that?
And then it never stormy out here. It's like raining all week this week in Boulder, which we are neighboring to Kansas, so Colorado is. So
yeah, I mean, Bentonville this week I think is supposed to rain all week. It was, but also though, it's like the weather is so weird, because it said leading up to Rule of 3 that it was going to storm all day Saturday, and then then it just turned into rain, and then all of a sudden Rule of 3 came, and it was like we got a few drops of rain. You can't even stress.
You can't like put too much stake into it. You just have to be prepared.
It's like one of those controllables. Like you can't control the weather. So and if it's muddy, it's gonna suck for everyone. So
we're all in the same situation. That's what I think.
Yeah, but what you can't control is bringing your 45s just in case.
and a paint stick.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah, for sure.
But and a pressure washer in your back pocket.
There's an additional feed zone.
Oh.
There's 3 feed zones this year.
Wait, but isn't one of them one of them is like mile 50 though?
Yeah.
So it's like, what are the odds that anybody's going to stop?
You think they're not? That's
people
what I'm
that
thinking.
Aren't caring. I think you pros who are gonna bomb the first 50 miles and go so fast, you guys are probably gonna drop 2 bottles, take 2 bottles, right? And then at the 100-mile feed, you guys will probably take a hydration pack.
It's also very hilly, the first section, in comparison to the rest of the course. So I think a lot of people will be. Well, let's be honest, us pros will rather carry less,
right?
Than which actually going back to Scotland, I convinced my dad to leave his he doesn't have a USWE hydration pack or after or anything. He has this full on expedition hiking pack, which is great. And I picked it up. I was like, Dad, have you seen that climb we start with? You don't want to be carrying that. And bless him. And then when I passed him, and I was like, I started an hour up before him. I was like, I feel so bad that. But he said he stopped at every feed zone to fill up his bottle. But he was like, yeah, I could have done with that extra fluid.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, and that's what I was thinking about Unbound too, because I'm like, I want to try and minimize the time that I have with the hydration pack, just because it creates so much heat on your back.
Exactly. Yeah.
So I'm like, maybe I will stop at the 50-mile aid, but I'm like, if it takes me a while to get there, will 2 bottles be enough? Because I don't want to get behind on water that
true.
early.
But then I will say that's the coolest part of the day. Do you know
True,
what I mean?
that's true. But also, I feel like I drink so much heavier at the beginning of the race, so that I'm not like screwed.
And it is when your body can kind of absorb it the best.
Yeah,
totally.
Yeah. I need to figure out. Somebody give me a tip and trick for not having a blistering headache at the end of every single race.
Sodium.
Is it your helmet? Is it where your helmet's sitting? I know it sounds stupid, but that can actually.
Maybe I need to look into that. I also tighten my helmet super tight because, like, obviously if I crash onto my head, I don't want to.
Yeah. But sometimes what you need to do is, because I always put my hair in, and when your hair's tight and then it moves a bit, so you just leave it for a bit, then let your hair settle in, and then tighten it to the point where it's not.
Maybe I need to loosen my ponytail too, because I always
definitely
tighten my ponytail a lot so that it's not, because my hair, there's a lot of hair.
Yeah, it's amazing.
I mean, Esma has even more hair, but it's like when you're racing for that long, it's like I always put it in a really, really tight ponytail so that it doesn't bounce around. But maybe that's not the key, is to put it in a looser ponytail.
Yeah, I'd maybe try that. Might be a way. But also you should preload on sodium.
That's what I do. I drink so much sodium because I use the Good Life electrolytes, and I think they have like 500 milligrams of sodium. And then like before every race, normally I drink 2 bottles of Pedialyte the night before, or like the day before. Like so I drink one in the morning, one at night.
I have a 1500 precision the night before and the morning of. So 500.
Okay, so maybe I need to like double or triple my sodium.
Triple. Yeah.
Okay.
Especially
like
for
everything that I'm
race.
drinking, I just need to be drinking sodium.
Maybe like aim for 1,000 at least.
Yeah. Because I wonder how much is in a Pedialyte bottle. But I think there's 1,000 in a Pedialyte bottle.
I don't know what you're saying. What's that?
Pedialyte is like, it's for Pedialyte is for kids. It's like when they get sick and they're like throwing up or something, or just have a cold and they need to get like their sodium and potassium and magnesium back up to normal. So it's just like, I mean, it's a pretty big bottle, but I would say it's like 2 Gatorade bottles combined, like size wise, of just like a bunch of that sodium and magnesium and potassium.
Nice.
But it's like you can get it at a Walmart, so it's like really easy.
Just seen Bradley's going on his bike. See you later then.
Hi, Bradley. Oh, Bradley.
Bye, Bradley. We need to say that Unbound, we're doing a podcast. 2:30 p.m. on a Friday. There will be lots of giveaway gifts, raffles, and we'll be talking to Clara Sophia Hansen. Got that the wrong way around.
I was like, Clara and I was like, what?
Quok have made apparently like 600 bumper stickers.
Ooh.
As well as you making some bumper stickers. So
they just came in yesterday.
Yeah. So there's going to be bumper sticker. Come and get them. Thursday, what time was it? I put it on Instagram.
Thursday
3 p.m. 3 p.m. Bumper sticker galore. But on Friday there'll be gifts from Quok, Chamois Butter, Bite Tires Direct, TrainingPeaks.
Probably more, honestly.
So
a lot of goodies.
Come join the chat. It's at Mulready's Pub. Is that how you say it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Mulready's. I think I've been calling it Mulligan's all week.
They call it Mulligan's. It's quite a cool name.
I'm like, Mulligan's, it's like a pub.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
You know.
Same thing. It's the same thing.
Mulligan's.
Yeah, it was so cute because during so we went on like my team hosted a shakeout ride on what day was it? Friday. And there's 2 guys who stopped to take a photo with me like after the ride. Aww. But then during the race on Saturday, since we start 15 minutes after the like 60-mile solo people, one guy I like rode past him with my 2 teammates and he was just like, Bonk Babes. And I was like, yeah. Yes. And then another guy, when we passed him, he asked me, where's Trey? And I was like, where's Grace? How's Grace doing?
Yeah. Grace. Yeah. It's about me, actually.
That was like literally was the joke after that. I was just like, how's Grace doing? Where's Grace? And then where's Trey? Grace comes number one. Okay.
Yes.
No, I'm joking. That guy probably just like saw me and was just like, where's Trey?
Totally.
Like that was just the first thing that he thought about.
That's funny.
Yelling. Yeah.
Super
He
cute.
is a special guy.
One more thing I just need to say is Sevilla Gomez Vichafonier messaged me to clarify doping rules of Tracker. And she just wanted to let people know that there is testing in the 360 and 200 now, which is great to hear.
Nice.
And just Levi's, she said. So that's good news.
Yeah.
Just thought I like to update people with the latest news.
With our wrongs.
So that I don't get attacked.
So she doesn't get canceled. Not that she got attacked or canceled by Sophia.
No.
That didn't happen.
No, that
Sophia
I
was
just mean like
as like a learning.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, people say.
Yeah, which is interesting too, though, because I feel like the photographer that we were working with over the weekend, Danni Wong.
Oh, wow,
I'm pronouncing his name.
Yeah.
I love
He's
so. I'm pronouncing his name so wrong, probably because I thought his last name was Wang, and then he was like, "No, there's an A in front of it."
Yeah, it's because it's Instagram.
Oh, your last name is A Wang, and then he was like, "No, it's a Wong," and I was like,
"Yeah,
there you go. You said it right then."
He's great.
Oh no, it is a Wong.
It's a Wong.
But he was talking about how after Unbound last year, since he works with Scott and Cam Jones and all of them, he was like right after the Unbound race, they had to test Cam Jones. And then I was like,
"Oh, that's good."
Oh, how many people do they test? And he was like, I think he said it's the top. They like randomly select people from the top 10. Yeah. But it is interesting though, because it's like, that's the part that amateurs don't ever.
But that's
like,
why
I don't think I knew that they did that at any lifetime race, that they even did any doping testing.
Because basically me and my friend Ben were talking about this, which is like, it's weird because you normally see it happen. Like, because like I've had it before on the road, and you cross that line and that chaperone comes to you and they do not leave you.
Yeah.
Like, even if there's photographers there, they're like following you.
And you can like take your time, but like they are
they
glued to you.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's like the part that like literally nobody, like no amateur.
Yeah. But I think, but I do also think that the pros that do get tested should also be like, oh, great to see, like just to like support the like clean racing and everything.
Yeah, that's true.
But yeah, there's an update.
I would be tested for all those Scandinavian swimmers in my stomach. Which, going back to that, I literally before this weekend, I was like, oh, like the race is only 60 miles. Like it'll be like 4 to 5 hours. Like I'll be fine with just Scandinavian swimmers. I had no gels or anything, like just Scandinavian swimmers.
What? Why didn't you message me? What is wrong with you?
Worst mistake of my life.
Obviously.
Because I like felt like I was bonking like 20 miles in
Probably because you had like, I don't know, an eighth of the carbs you need.
No, Scandinavian swimmers have, I think, one piece. There's six fish.
Wait, so how many did you have in your pocket?
That's like a lot of.
I had a whole bag. I had a whole bag in my back pocket.
But it's so much harder.
Literally
eat 6
photos of me.
Yeah, that's
swimmers
this
than
is
it
all
is
going
to
terribly
suck down
like,
a gel.
Yeah,
that probably is 30 grams.
Still has them as well as lots of carbs, like gels.
Supplement with Scandinavian.
So you got the swimmers right, but we just need to add some gels.
So I was on the feed last night, and I was like, because I got a 40% off coupon.
Ooh,
this past weekend.
Hello.
So I was on the feed last night, and I was like, okay, maybe I'll just order
from me.
My goo gels.
No.
Oh my gosh.
My one love.
You can have some
I don't know why you guys
like
hate
the cheese. You liked the cheese. Didn't I give you some cheese?
Yeah.
I love the Precision Fuel chews and gels.
Guys, they've got a new flavor, watermelon, and it is unreal.
And Never a Second is coming out with the gummy bears.
Yeah.
Oh, dang.
There's a lot of good stuff.
They're all mixed and
Watermelon sounds great.
By them, though, so
I'm not sponsored by them.
I don't have a nutrition sponsor, so I can say whatever.
But no, but I'm also open to saying, they're great. But the watermelon flavor chews are actually, when you're like, you just need that refreshment.
And they're they're like perfect. They're good size. Yeah. They're good texture. They taste good. 30 grams. Like they're enjoyable to eat. Yeah. I'm a fan.
Yeah, I need to figure out like my Unbound nutrition.
I'll help you.
Which I feel like it's a little bit too late to tummy train at this point, but I think I will be fine for Unbound because I'm just going into it like I've never ridden 200 miles, so I'm just trying to finish.
You'll be fine. Also,
I'm going into it for the experience.
Like, being honest, you've done like 6-hour races. If you can stomach for 6, you can stomach for 10. Like,
I've also done like 7-hour rides and felt completely fine after the 7-hour rides.
Easy.
I think it's just like when you add in the intensity,
right?
Yeah,
to the
it's more
riding,
remembering
but
to do it as well.
Yeah, but I think sometimes like the carbs help me going for like longer, but like the carbs also, I think, put a big dent in my stomach.
Yeah. Do you guys ever have it in races where you're like, I need to take a gel, but then like 5 minutes later, you're like, I still need to take that gel. And then you're like, the process, I don't know why.
And then like
sometimes
30 minutes
of getting your hand in your pockets to put it in your mouth.
It's like mentally exhausting sometimes to eat.
Isn't it mad?
And you like come up with excuses of like, oh, I don't need it right now.
You're like, I'll just get over this section because I think this will be technical.
You're like, after this sketchy downhill. Yeah.
And then there's just more sketchy downhill.
Yeah, literally.
Do you know what I will say? This is how funny it was at the weekend. Like, this new bike only had one bottle cage. I left the other bottle cage at home, but I mean, I could have taken it off of Brad's bike or something, but I just ran because I love the Bolero suit of the Rafa, and I just ran the 2-litre pack. So I got on the start line and G goes, "Where are your bottles?" And I was like, "I've got a pack," but in my suit. It was like, it was just quite funny rocking up with like no bottles on your bike.
So many rides before, like I'll start riding and I'll be like 10 minutes in, and then I'll go down to like take my first sip of water on like my easy spin, and I'll be like, I forgot both my bottles.
Yeah.
This is great.
Funny. Well, just to round it off, my mum's decided she goes to me yesterday. I don't know if you saw my Instagram because I want to be a DS.
She's so cute.
She's been watching the Netflix documentary of the tour that's like 2 years old. And she was like, I think I'll be so good at that for you girls. Aww. And I was like, I feel like you would. And then, but you'd just be chatting to us. You wouldn't really, she'd just be having a good old chat.
Yeah.
Like, oh, that bit looked good.
That's kind of like what the World Tour announcers are, though. Like, you have to commentate for so long. So it's like,
like you have to like talk to yourself.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I feel like, Danny, I feel like from what your mom sounds like as a person, I've never met her in person, but I feel like she would be like, oh, what's wrong with Danny? I feel like she's slowing down a little bit there. I wonder what happened. Maybe she missed some of her nutrition. Maybe she thought that she had a flat. Maybe she needed to stop for a little bit. But I'm not really sure. She looks like she's lagging a little bit there.
That's a good impression. Bit Aussie, but yeah, we'll take that. That's I should be like that. Or she'll be shouting at the screen as well.
Yeah.
What's she doing? Get off the phone. Right there.
Funny. Cute.
Okay, loves.
Well, on that note, we'll sort out chatting about tyres with Schwalbe, hopefully on the next step. I just need to sort that admin.
Yeah.
Look out on our Instagram for the info, posting that soon.
Yeah, the Unbound stuff. Come see us. Message us your tire questions. Use code Bonk Babes 2026 at checkout of Bike Tires Direct when you're getting your new tires. And I will say,
wheels as well.
Tires, wheels as well. The Jesus wheels. I will say though that Bike Tires Direct, Amazon shipping does the shipping with Bike Tires Direct. So I think they only ship in the US, but the shipping comes really, really fast.
Yeah,
it only takes like 2 days. So if you do order your tires for Unbound, definitely don't wait, but the shipping does come really quickly.
Yeah,
so
you still got time.
Don't panic.
Get them on your bike ASAP and get used to riding on them.
And put them on the right way.
Yes.
Yeah. Check that rotation.
Bye.